riding on a gondola down from, what is this, the Snow Basin Peak, or what is this, John?
That was called Needles. That's
Needles.
That's Needles Peak.
I'm recording this from my house, not in Utah anymore. Usually I do these updates, quarterly 3-month updates where I go up there and meet with the doctor, strategize about treatment plans and what kind of new medications we should be using, or how to change up the medications I've been using for the last 3 months. Usually I do these right after I meet with the doctors, but since this time my mom finally came with me for the first time in 5 years. She's never met the doctors, so it was amazing for her to finally meet them. And there was a lot of crying, a lot of tears, a lot of emotion, not just my mom. So I'm so glad that she finally got to come with, and we also got to travel quite a bit around Utah, so I'm going to sneak some of those footage in here. So I'm going to do this update video a little bit differently, because usually these go quite long, as I'm trying to do a full update, a debrief of sorts for the last 3 months for those who have allergies or are taking care of those with allergies to follow along. And it seems like it's been helping a lot of people, so I want to do that. But to start, since all of you are probably curious about how I'm doing, and those family and friends that just want to get that update, I am doing the best I've ever been, as felt like the doctors would agree, and they did. And that kind of happened last 2 months of the last 3 months that I'm talking about, where the first month after the last trip, the thing that I was going to test this was what's called allergy immunotherapy shots, which is just allergy shots. A lot of people get them for 1 or 2 specific things that they're allergic to: grass, cats, dogs, shrimp, and things like that. But we want to try that with me for the environment, because felt like if I can't tone down when I'm reacting to foods, I can tone down my reactions to the environment if I can try these shots. Well, even at the lowest level, the shots was still causing me to react, have asthma, really severe, choking, allergies. My skin flared up really bad. So obviously that didn't work. So after stopping that and giving it a couple of weeks for those allergies to go away, I've actually been doing great, because of what's called the medication Gastrochrome. That's one of the 2 cornerstones that I'm using now that's amazing and working wonders, allowing me to eat a lot, being able to eat Subway 4 or 5 times a week, going to Hometown Buffet. You've seen those videos, every 2-3 weeks. I'll flare up a little bit, but it's okay. It's definitely good to try it out. So overall, I'm doing great. Stronger than ever, being able to go rock climbing here and there, and do video a lot more, filming, and have the strength to do that. So I was talking about muscle, joints, skeletal structure, tendons and ligaments are feeling so much better than it's ever has. So that's why I'm calling it not a recovery but improvement, because I've never been this well before. So the big announcement that I kind of tease people with on Facebook is, here it is. Next time, or whenever the doctors figure this out, I might go up to Utah to work on getting a cure for allergies of sorts. This is normal allergies, which is what I have. Mine is just like extreme. Mine is to a toxic level. People don't understand that. When I tell them I have allergies, they think, oh, I'm just runny nose, or I'll break out a little bit. No, my skin, and people who've seen it, my skin goes away. It rots off. I couldn't touch water for more than 10 years. Intestines swell up. My nervous system swells up, and I have problems that people with nervous system problems have, and asthma, really bad asthma. So that's what we're gonna try to work on is this is still the normal allergy pathway, which is the IgE pathway. This is the most common. It's just mine is just so extreme compared to everybody else. But if what we try works out, then we'll have maybe not a perfect solution for everybody else, but a great template for how to deal with allergies, and especially extreme allergies for people in the future. Because Dr. Gleich was also talking about one of the other people that might do this with me. That person has allergies to insulin, and it just so happens that that person is diabetic. Right? It's like a death sentence, just like for me. Needing food, but I'm allergic to all food, as well as smells, clothes, things, anything that I touch, anything that I smell. So people like us shouldn't be alive, but we are. So that's the big announcement. If we can get the first one is called Mepolizumab, which deals with eosinophils, which are a type of white blood cells that shouldn't be in the skin or the lungs, but when it does, it causes pretty severe skin allergies and asthma, and also intestines, like flushings or swelling in the stomach and stomach problems. So Mepolizumab is still a trial. It's not, well, I wouldn't say it's a trial drug, but you can get it on the market. But this is a very specific antibody, humanized antibody, designed specifically to target a specific part of eosinophils and to calm them down and to remove them most of the time. And removing that from where it's not supposed to be, in the skin, in the lungs, in the gastrointestinal tracts, then should help heal allergies or improve it by a lot, because what these eosinophils produce is toxic to the body. So that's the first thing we'll try with the cure. The second one is going to Rituximab, which kills off or tones down the B cells in the immune system. And the B cells are what creates the IgEs that I have way too much of. A normal person has like 75 to 200. I have 22,000, just unheard of. And that just means that whenever I react to something, it's 100 times or more than a normal person or even somebody with allergies would, and that's why my skin can't handle it. It breaks down and it rots off. And then, so if we can use Rituximab to calm down IgE production with the B cells, then at a certain point, if it gets low enough, then I can try Omalizumab, which was the Xolair shots I tried about a year and a half ago. What Omalizumab does is it soaks up the extra IgEs in the body, so that in another sense reduces the IgE. So we're trying to cut it off from the B cells producing the IgEs, and we're trying to soak up the extra ones with Xolair, brand name medical name Omalizumab. So that's the big plan for that. That's my update for those of you who just want to see how I'm doing. Following up, I'm gonna close up with the things that I'm doing now. So if you're interested in that, or if you have allergies and been following what I'm doing, or if you're a doctor or some caretaker that want to understand some of the things that are working for me, that's coming up. All right, so what am I doing now? Like I said, since July, after stopping the allergy immunotherapy shots, the allergy shots, been pretty stable, well, very stable, and being able to allow my health to continue to grow back, give it a chance to heal. So let's start with from inside out, from the foundation, building it up. the main thing that's the foundation right now is still the cyclosporin, the immunosuppressant. The immunosuppressant, well, like the name, it calms down the immune system, but it also makes me susceptible to a lot of diseases or getting colds like that, even though I haven't. But I guess I don't, go out a lot and try to keep myself safe. On top of that, the next cornerstone is the gastrochrome, medical name chromalin, which is calms down the mast cells, which mast cells produce histamine. So antihistamines, it's what you normally use when you have an allergic reaction. It's when you're having an allergic reaction, produce all these histamines, and then you use the antihistamines to anti or cancel it out. The mast cells produces the histamine, so what gastrochrome is shutting down the histamine stuff at the source. And this thing is working wonders, not just helping my skin allergies, but also helping my asthma, even my eyesight, because like I said, when I have allergic reactions, I think my nervous system even gets affected. It's helping my stomach, so it's feeling a lot better inside. Basically, the pills I'm taking internally, what I'm taking, on top of that, I'm taking 3 different antihistamines, again, just to close it off at the other end of the reaction chain. Antihistamines I'm taking is cetirizine, which is Zyrtec, famotidine, which is Pepcid, and last antihistamine is doxepin. Just 3 milligrams. More than that makes me really, really, really drowsy. So that's what I'm taking internally. Next thing that's important is skincare, and that there's no change to that. Bathing, soaking in water in a bath for about 40 or more minutes to let water get in the skin, especially like people with us where skin eczema. Whatever the cause is, mine is severe toxic allergies. But the skin doesn't hold water well, so you want to soak it until your fingers turn wrinkly, like a prune, and then when you slowly get out of the water, put on your topical ointments. So some are steroids and things like light steroids and things like that. I'm using triamcinolone, Desonide on the face, softer areas. After you put that on, section by section, I use Vanicream to seal it in because you don't want all that moisture that your skin finally soaked in to get out. That's basically it for the skincare. Switching up with protopic, so the skin isn't desensitized to these topical steroids that I just mentioned with the fluocinamide or the triamcinolone or the Desonide. But really, my skin is doing great. There's no flare-ups, so when there's no flare-ups, I'm not putting any of these topical steroids on it. It's only when there are flare-ups, try to calm it down. But again, as I said in the other videos, a big part is controlling your diet and your habits so that you're not flaring up. So use these things sparingly. The less you use it, the better it is. Other than that, the main plan for the next couple months until we see if we get some of those trials with Omalizumab and Rituximab, see if we get that approved. But until then, the main change this time is to just increase gastrochrome because that's working so well. I'm on 4 doses a day of 100, so that's 400 milligrams a day. I can go up to 800, last FDA limit. Might try to go more and see how that helps. But that's the plan, to just do that and continue to let my body heal and continue eating more food. Also talked about increasing EleCare more even though I'm eating a lot of solid foods now, I'm doing Elocare maybe 2 or 3 times a day, maybe still go back to 4 or 5 times a day, as well as eating food to try to help my body heal faster or try to gain strength. So when we do those trials, or just in general, have more strength and be able to do more. Okay, so grateful for everybody's support and everybody asking me how I'm doing and really encouraging me. I couldn't do it without you guys, and all those people that are watching and trying some of these things, or asking your doctors about it, that are getting better. I'm so happy to hear from you, and I want to help however I can. So leave comments below, or contact me on Facebook or anything, and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks again. I'll see you soon.
That's nice.
Fantastic end to a great trip.
Yeah, I thought you guys
Yeah.
would like this.